Thank you, Post Office, for getting the mail right. Let's see. Okay, so I guess if you don't pay close attention, you probably wouldn't notice the mistakes that can get made at times from the post office. Unfortunately, I'm one of those people that, I get a tracking number and I put it in there to get text notifications. So I get to watch these things because I've just had so many, odd things happen. And what's the benefit aside from knowing it's coming? It's just you get aggravated when you find out it's gotten messed up. So, had a package. It was mailed. It traveled normal all the way down to my town. It got right to my town. 4 o'clock in the morning, it was arrived in my town. And I thought, well, when I woke up that morning, well, it could get delivered that day, but chances are it probably won't because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Maybe it's not going to get sorted and stuff. So I waited. Well, then the next day, still no update. And then around 10 o'clock in the morning the next day, after it arrived in my hometown, it was, boom, arrived in Pennsylvania. So it went from my town, from Virginia to Pennsylvania. And I was like, great. And it sat there for a day, and then it went to Maryland, and it sat there for a day. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 came back to my town and got delivered today. Frustrations with the mail service. Anyway, Haunt burst into flame. Now, basically, I've got a lot of the Haunt stuff digitally, and I did, purchase a couple of their albums. And so when I recently gave one away in my contest, it got me thinking, I need to go ahead and start picking up some of the others. So I went on Discogs because I went to the Bandcamp site for Haunt and purchased the ones that I could get there. And then I couldn't get this one. So I went to Discogs. I found somebody who was selling it for a decent price, and I ordered it. So that's where this came from. Now this is, it's on a color. The pretty splatter split color that I can't get my finger in there. Red, orange, and black. So, and it comes with this real thick card that's got picture and lyrics. Let me take this out because inside here also is a poster which doesn't feel like it wants to come out. And it's the poster art is the back cover, basically, with the picture of the band. So, really neat. It's nice to get these little extras. And, if you're not familiar with Haunt, check them out. They are, they're hard rocking, at times kind of metallic. A lot of people describe them as kind of like the new wave of British heavy metal type feel. That 70s, early 80s, hard rocking, borderline metal type stuff. Anyway, I really enjoy them. I've seen a lot of people talk about them over the years, and so I'm finally catching up and getting on the train. I bought a couple of their albums back in, Black Friday, and so I'm picking up on some of the other ones, and I have some other ones coming from the Bandcamp. I just wonder when they're going to get here. Now, this other package, I'll tell you a story behind how this one came to be. So, if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, say longer than a month or so, you might notice I'm not wearing glasses anymore, that I'm back in contacts. Now, I say back in contacts, but that part you probably wouldn't know unless you've known me for a long time. Handful of years ago, I had a slight eye problem. They couldn't figure out what it was. I stopped wearing contacts because it was an irritated eye, and it lasted for months, and nothing was ever found out as far as what the cause was or how to resolve it. It just eventually, went away. So I stopped wearing contacts, went back to glasses. After about 6 months or so, the redness went away. It got better. Every couple months, it might flare up. I stayed in glasses, and then it had been years since any issue with it at all. And I thought, it's time to go back and get my eyes checked. Let's go ahead and see about getting into contacts. I got back into contacts. I know this story's going on for a long time. Got back into the contacts, but when I purchased the contacts, they gave you reward points through the contact people for $100, and so I went on there, and you chose to take the points in various gift cards. So I chose part of them for myself. I got some Best Buy gift cards, and I picked up Kiss Alive. Yeah, it's I don't have many of the Kiss live albums on vinyl, so I needed to get these. This one though, it's been repressed a couple times, and there is a what is it? back on black version that I've seen around that always runs over $40. And then I see this and I'm watching it on various places like Amazon and stuff, and it's always up to $40. Just never pulled the trigger. So I'm scanning through Best Buy with my gift card, and I found it for $22. And I thought, yeah, do it. Let's get it. That's the cheapest I've seen it. It was brand new. It's a 2014 reissue. So why not? It's a no-brainer. So I went ahead and grabbed this. And then the other one I got is in transit now, but this one got shipped right out and I got it. So, and if you're back in the day, when I got this back in the day in the late 70s, it's Kiss Alive. It's a great live album. Probably one of the first live albums that I ever listened to. One of the first drum solos I ever learned before I even knew how to play drums. I could just air drum this thing to death. And we accepted it for what it was, and it wasn't till, of course, many years later, like in the past 20 years, it has been revealed that there's a lot of studio overdubs on this. And even going back and listening to it, knowing that, I, for one, don't care. The power of this album, it sounds way better than any studio version of any of these songs they've done. So whatever they did in the studio, they should do that to every album if it's not, some part of it live. Touching up stuff, people do that on live albums all the time. I'm not complaining. So I'm not one of those ones that gets real picky or finicky and wants to poo-poo this as being a live album. It's not really a live album. It sounds great. The songs sound better than ever on this album. It's amazing. I don't care. It's great. I'm just saying. That's just me. Anyway, great stuff. That is all for now, though. Waiting for the mailman to do me some more good. But for now, thanks for watching. Rock on and rock hard.